Hello, scrappy friends. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. And if this is your first time here, my name is Diane Gutierrez, and I am a scrapbooker and creative memory advisor located in California. So we are going to do a scrapbook layout today. I'm going to have a new technique, something new I want to show you, or I'm going to try actually. It's going to be my first time actually doing it, so I'm kind of excited about that. And it's going to be with a new Valentine inspired collection that Creative Memories has out called Happy Together. And so, yep, I'm going to do some pictures of my grandbaby from last week. Before we jump into that, let me just remind you of a couple classes I have coming up. The first one I want to talk about is my beginning scrapbooking or scrapbooker starter class. This one's going to be next Monday evening. And we are going to use Creative Memories Simple Page Kit to do this class, but all levels are welcome. I'm going to show ways that we could maybe expand up on the layout if we wanted to add a little bit more of our style, throw in a punch maybe, or some other things. And then we'll also go over how we could recreate this pattern. And then the next class is Creative Memories put out this new collection called Growing Up, and it's all about different times in childhood. And there's a whole bunch of different themes. You can get the original pack or different themes to go with it. And when I was learning about this, and I was actually talking with another advisor, and it was like, oh, there's easy ways we can use this collection. It's a little bit different than the standard collection. And I wanted to show you that. So hope you can join me. We're going to do 5 very simple layouts using this collection. There will be some other supplies that you'll need to bring as well. And I will send out a little supply list. But the main thing you'll need is one of the theme packs of the Growing Up collection. Okay, let me go ahead and jump over to my desktop and we're going to go ahead and get started. This is what we're going to work with today. My pictures of my grandbaby, some very cute pictures. She's getting so big. I can't believe she's almost 3 months old. And like I said, we're going to be using the Happy Together collection, and I have already cut into this a little bit, so I have a couple of full-size sheets, and then I have some scraps that I'm going to be bringing in as well. And then I have some colored cardstock that I'm going to bring in as well, and this lined paper for some journaling. But what I really wanted to talk about is this right here. I am going to try live the first time. I'm going to do a little bit of inking on my scrapbook layout. You can see I practiced. This was a clean brush when I bought it, and so I've been doing it. I did practice on a little bit of scrap paper, but not too much. I really wanted to give you the full effect to see how this is going to work. When I did my New Year's goal video and talked about what my goals were, one of my goals this year is to learn new techniques. I think learning new techniques kind of helps us to kind of keep us motivated, keeps us moving forward in our scrapbooking journey. So I thought one of the things I wanted to try was inking. And I have this wonderful customer who we had kind of some back and forth about it, and she was happening to be purging out some old inks in her collections, or she offered them to send them to me, and she did, and I was just so surprised. It was a huge box, and I'm just so blessed to be for her because I could try it and see if I like it. There's just so many beautiful colors, and so these are older ones. You'll be seeing me use them in layouts as we go through, so the colors are not available any longer. We're going to just try a little spot today of that and see what we think about that. I want to bring in the red paper, and I'm going to do a double page spread. So each cut that I make, I'll be making it twice. First one I want to do is 3 inches. I want to do 2 of those. So I'm going to trim this down to 10.5 inches. So the final measurement will be 3 inches by 10.5, and then it's going to go on our layout something like that. Well, I have this out, and I'm going to bring in a 12 inch by 1 inch. So 1 inch wide, 12 inches long. I need to do that twice for each side. I have this scrap from a previous layout. I believe this was 5 inches wide, and I'm going to trim this down to be 10.5 to match my red piece. I have 2 here, 1 for each side. So I will just stack those up. Okay, 10.5. And trim off just a little bit, like a 1/4 inch. Making sure my stripes are going the right direction. So that's a 1/4 inch by 12 inch. I'm going to do that again. Let me start arranging how I wanted this. So we have our 3 by 10.5 inch. I'm going to bring that down. Let's go up to an inch. Okay, bring it down an inch. This little thin piece is going to come right up here at the top. And then the pink, which was 5 by 10.5, will go like that. And then the 1 inch piece will come right underneath all of that and sit right there. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, let's bring in our photos and then kind of work around. I have 2 that I kept in full size, and I'll probably put this one right here and then this one on the other page, because over here I'm going to put 2 photos of mom and dad. I'm going to switch those around. And that's going to be my photo layout. Now we're going to move on to our punch outs. I'm going to bring in black and some more of the red, actually, that we had at the top. I'm going to do something a little different because I didn't want this to be so Valentine-y as I thought maybe I originally would. But I am going to bring in some hearts in a minute, but I'm going to bring in the slide reel. So I'm going to punch out 2 rows for each side. I'm going to do 2 rows of black, and then I'm going to bring in the red and do 2 rows of the red as well. So my idea is to put the black one here, and I don't want to cover up all my flowers. So I'm bringing it down till I see the paper edge just slightly at the end of this, the edge of this area right here. Any further, then you're going to start to see white coming through, and I don't want that. So it's going to go right there. So let me give it some adhesive on that. I'm going to use some Repo. So you just have to take your time and go slow, but you can go on each little area. So of course I'm just doing the center because that won't show through. The Repo, you can go on the open areas because that won't show through either, but there you go. It's all about how you control it with your hand movements. Okay, let's move those photos up. Line this up. Now the red one, I'm actually thinking I might bring this up onto some foam tape, but see, that my idea is just to layer it up. I'm just trying to bring in some more of the red from up there, and then the black is just that little pop of something, because this collection had that pop of black, which I think looks really nice when it stands out against the pink and the red. So I'm going to actually turn this over and put a little foam square on the back of each one, and I think I just want a little bit of the black showing through, so I'm going to do that right there. So now it's kind of raised up as well. Okay, so that's our border. Let's go for the inking. Where are we going to ink? Like I said, I'm going to do it right here off to the sides. Probably, I'm now thinking I might have wanted to do that first, but you know, I'm learning here. Before I adhered this down, but I did keep it kind of loose. Let's up that a little bit. My plan is to just put a little on and make a little blotch right there. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of ink and blot it, but so I'm going to put a little here and then just kind of rub it around in a little circle. You see it coming through now. I'll get a little more. It's going to add just a little bit of something off to the side there. See that? That's pretty. And the heavier you go, the more it's going to show up. So I just want a little bit of something there. It looks like fingerprints when I looked in the, just kind of blend that. I still have to get the hang of the little blending brush, but I think where I tapped it right there is probably not going to spread out. There, that's nice. I'm gonna do a little more on the other side too. I'm probably, if you have any tips or anything that you want to share about inking, let me know if you like this technique. I have inked edges of paper before. I like to do that. I just haven't done that in a while. I was starting to think about that. Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. There we go. I feel like I want to put more on now. So let's wait and see though. I don't want to get carried away. Okay, that was fun. But I also wanted to bring in my shimmer brush, something I'm a little more familiar with. And I thought it would be fun to put some little sprinkles right there. Kind of put it right here so I don't get too carried away. I'm going to put a little splash of it on the paper. There's it coming out the top there. Okay. And then I like to just put a little puddle there and then bring it over here and tap. And you see why I put the piece of paper there, because it went on to that paper. So there we go. That's cute. Do my inking and a little bit of shimmer brush. Put a little more on our brush. That dried up pretty fast. But I think we have enough. Nope, I'm gonna need more. There we go. Do a little more. See, I've done this before, so I'm a little bit more generous. I'm gonna put more over here. There we go. I feel like my dots on one side are bigger. See if we can get them bigger over here. Nope, I'm just getting small ones. There we go. Got a couple big ones there, and I did get my ink on my paper, but I think it's going to cover up with my photo. That was that. That was fun. Okay, my picture will come here and cover up that little mark. This is going to come next to that. Plan on bringing in that journaling area right there, and then got a little here on the paper. That's okay. This, and then put these two back there. I think I'm ready to adhere those. Actually, let me bring in the journaling box first. And let's see how big this one is. Let's bring it all the way down to them. Bring it all the way down to the top of where those papers meet, and all the way to the edge. A little bit at the top, but even at the bottom. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to use actually the thinner side and line up my journaling box first. So I thought I was going to trim this. Let me see how big this one is. It is 3.5 inches by, it looks like 6 7/8. And then this photo will lay on top of it, and then I can journal right over here. I'll bring this one all the way down. Now this one, I'm wondering if I need a photo mat on here, but I'm thinking it would look really good on red. So I might hold off on adhering that and then bringing in some red paper on that one, because I feel like that photo is a little bit darker. So I'm going to hold off on that. So we are ready to do some embellishing. And I have a couple punches here that I want to use as well. I have a couple of these square ones, you and me, and the butterfly. I loved the butterfly. Let's put this one up here at the top. Okay, I like the red. I wasn't sure about the red. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm not sure about the red because of the red, but it's actually has the white and black, so that looks pretty good. The butterfly, I think I'm going to put up here because it's a butterfly and it looks like it's flying away. So I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to bring in my butterfly punch and create a second butterfly. I brought in some pink shimmer paper, and we still have our black from our slide reel. So I'm going to do a shadow effect like I did down here. Punch one out on black and one on pink. Pink one on the top. Put it underneath. We still want to see the black part a little bit, so I'm making that shadow, and then I want to pop the pink wings up just a little bit. And I got this idea from that butterfly right there. There wasn't two in this collection, so I had to improvise, and I'm going to put a second one right like that. Kind of looks like the one we already have there. I was hoping to get this on over here somewhere, but maybe because I moved my photo, maybe I'm going to bring it over on this side now. Actually, I'm going to go on top of the photo, although it says be mine, and I was trying to stay away from the Valentine part of it. So let's play with that one a little bit. So let's go like that. And maybe I won't bring in the red photo mat now if I'm gonna put that there. I'm still might come back through and cover that up right there. So I have a couple other things here that I pulled out. I like this one, You and Me, because here's we are all holding her at some point. And so I'm thinking maybe bring our butterfly down, that over, and then the second butterfly can go something like that. The flowers, that's what we can do. We can put the flowers and move the heart up a little bit. I'm still covering up the Be Mine, but I'll put the flowers over the top so that it covers that up. So it'll go something like that. There we go. That's cute. Cuties. Bring that up a little bit. Let's put this one up onto some foam. I like it much better up to some foam. Oh, I have this one that says love. Maybe we'll tuck that right in there. That's going to be my embellishment clusters. I do want to bring in some red with my Full of Love punch. When you do these kind of layouts, you have to remember all your punches that you have stored up. So let's see. And I was thinking kind of I can decorate the journal box a little bit. Just a little touch somewhere. Nope, I like it at the bottom better. Kind of on the edge of that photo. Let's see if we want to. Has these cute little hearts too that come out. Nope, I think I want one. But maybe we'll put a little heart like that. And we should use up some more of these. Maybe like that. And maybe one at the top. Well, you can't really see it on the red. So maybe on top of there. That's cute. Okay, I will save those. Our last thing we want to do is maybe bring in some finishing touches. This collection came with some cute enamel heart. So how about black on top of that red? And maybe over here, make 3 little hearts right there. Nope, I think I'm going to leave both those the way they are. We're done. Cute page. Simple. I really like this down here. I think this actually looks like kind of like a baby toy. So let me come on back. There we go. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today for this Workshop Wednesday. We'll be back next Wednesday. We'll be doing another Keeping It Simple layout from our 52 project recipe book. So I hope that you can join me. And I hope that you look up those classes. If you are on Facebook, you can just go to the event section. You'll see both of those listed there. I do need a registration form filled out because that's how I'll know where to send the Zoom link. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, then both those registration forms will be posted in the description below. Okay? Well, thanks for joining me and take care, everybody. I'll see you real soon. Bye.